in the midst of Holy Week. We're winding to the end. Today is Maundy, Thursday. Have you ever wondered why it's called Maundy? What does it mean? It's kind of an odd word. When I was a kid, I'd get confused and I thought it was Monday, Thursday. I didn't understand. Maundy actually comes from an old French term, mander, in turn from the Latin mandatum, which means mandate or command. It has to do with Jesus' act of washing feet, his disciples' feet, on Thursday, and what Jesus mandates or commands following the feet washing. John 13:12-15 in the easy to read says this: when Jesus finished washing their feet, he put back on his clothes and went back to the table. And he asked, "Do you understand what I did for you? You call me teacher and you call me Lord. And this is right, because that's what I am. I am your Lord and your teacher. But I washed your feet. So you should also wash each other's feet. I did this as an example for you. So you should serve each other just as I have served you." I don't know what you're going to be doing this evening. Me? I'm gathering with my family of faith to remember and to celebrate the Last Supper that Jesus shared with his disciples. And we will wash feet. We will wash each other's feet. It's a part of what we do as we seek to serve one another. The act isn't as much about the feet. Don't get bothered with that. But it reminds us of the importance of humility, selflessness, and serving others. And the specific mandate or command refers to the words that Jesus is believed to have said after washing the feet of his disciples. In John 13:34-35, easy to read, says it this way: I give you a new commandment. Love each other. You must love each other just as I loved you. All people will know that you are my followers if you love each other. Wow, what a command, a mandate. So how are we doing? I always wonder how I'm doing. John 13:12-15 in the Voice says this: after washing their feet and picking up his garments, he reclined at the table again. And Jesus said, "Do you understand what I have done to you?" He's saying, do you get it? Do you really see what I'm up to? Can you see beyond the obvious to the profound? He said, you call me teacher and Lord, and truly that is who I am. If your Lord and teacher washes your feet, then you should wash the feet of one another. For example, I am your example. Keep doing what I do. Humble yourself. Do the unexpected. Set yourself aside. See my kids and what they need. Don't be get over yourself. And focus on serving those besides you in unconventional ways, because there's more. He goes on to say, so I give you a new command. Love each other deeply, fully. Remember the ways that I have loved you. So what do you remember? How do we see and observe and witness Jesus loving all of their kids? And then he says to demonstrate your love for others in those same ways. Everyone will know you as my followers if you demonstrate your love to others. Was he simply talking about washing feet? Some of us can't imagine. It feels kind of yucky and uncomfortable. Or was he also thinking about the sacrificial act of love that was to come on Friday, the giving of his life, that their kids would know new life, true humility, selflessness, grace, while serving others deeply and fully. What is he really asking of us? In the Message, John 13:12-15 reads this way. After he had finished washing their feet, he took his robe and he put it back on and went back to his place at the table. And then he said, do you understand what I've done for you? You addressed me as teacher and master, and rightly so. That's what I am. So if I, master and teacher, washed your feet, you must now wash each other's feet. I've laid down a pattern for you. What I've done, you do. I'm only pointing out the obvious. So what is obvious? Can we see it? Are we willing to see it? Or do we make excuses to stay right where we are? Or do we truly ponder the what, the how, the why of Jesus's act of grace and humility, uncomfortable and unconditional as it was love. And that was just the beginning. He goes on to say, let me give you a new command. Love one another the same way I loved you. You love one another. This is how everyone will recognize that you're my disciples. When they see the love that you have for each other. So let me ask, who do we want others to see when they see us? Contentious? Hateful? Stirring up? Tearing down? Jesus is clear. He wants others to see him in us. So on this Maundy, Thursday, are we willing to live into Jesus's mandates for us? We choose. But what will we choose? Pray with me. Jesus, what an amazing gift you have given. How you have modeled for us, how you have taught us, how you have encouraged and implored us to wash each other's feet, to humble ourselves before one another, not to think more of ourselves, but to recognize that all of God's kids are special, are beloved, are wonderful, and we are to love one another. We are to be willing to do uncomfortable, unexpected things in serving, humble things that we thought somebody else's job, somebody else's role, but no, you've asked us to bow down, to humble ourselves so that we might lift others up as we serve, as we encourage, as we empower, as we build relationship, as we recognize one another. We have been mandated on this Maundy, Thursday, this mandate day. May we take up the mantle of that mandate to love one another as Jesus has loved us. And may we make a difference in the life of our neighbors, our friends, our family of faith, strangers, immigrants, oppressed, whoever you bring into our lives, may we love as Jesus did. Amen. Kathy, now we invite you to teach us a breath practice that will allow us time to breathe in and find the courage to choose to be like Jesus. Thanks, my friend.
Our conscious breathing teaches us a lot about the cycles of life that surround us. As we inhale, we're receiving from the universe. And as we exhale, we're giving. So as we do our breathing today, we'll do 5 deep breaths in and 5 out. Think about receiving and giving. Inhaling 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Receiving 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. Receiving. And then giving back. Receiving. Giving. Receiving. And giving. Allow your breath to come back to its normal pace and depth. Receiving and giving.